I thought this week I would do something different. As it is Saturday the 13th, I thought I would do a not quite Friday the 13th spooky special this morning. Just have a bit of fun away from all the other crap that's going on in the world. So let's have some fun. If you haven't seen my spooky specials before, what I do is I get people to name a place that they have been to or know about, and I don't want that is reportedly haunted. And hi, Shelby, Lisa, and then I pull it up on one of my screens and hopefully be able to share the screen with you guys, and then I use my cards to ask some questions about it. Hi, Jazzy girl. So I thought it'd be nice, it'd be something a bit more different, a bit of fun away from the usual stuff. Prayers to the family of Charlie Kirk, whatever his beliefs and opinions are, what happened to him was just unacceptable. Apparently they do have a young man in custody for it. It was, it was just an unacceptable thing. So prayers to his family and friends. I don't think anyone deserves that sort of justice. If indeed he'd done anything that deserved justice at all. I mean, just holding certain opinions and views doesn't mean that, he's a horrible person or because I don't know much about him, just apart from his, Yeah, as a kid, you're probably you're more open to those things as a kid, I think, especially in those really, really old houses. I mean, the house we lived in on a cane farm was really old, and it could get a bit spooky at times. But anyway, so hi, NES. I am good. I just thought I'd do something a bit different this week. So it's a not quite Friday the 13th special. It's Saturday the 13th. So also just before we go on again, I just also sent out prayers, calls for prayers for Charlie Kirk's family and friends. As I said, it doesn't matter what opinion, nobody deserves to have that happen to them. The other thing, of course, is that Thursday was 9/11, 24th anniversary. So, of course, we keep the memory and the spirits of the victims of that terrible day in mind, and ask that they are at peace. We also ask that Charlie Kirk is at peace, because, again, I do not believe that anyone should be subject to that sort of judgment. And yeah. Hi, Red Rose. No matter what their political opinions or beliefs are, whatever they spout, you might, yeah. So hi, Red Rose. Hello. She walked in and ran out. Yeah. So I thought I might hunt out a place first. But first I'll get the Google map up. And you know me, I use the Google map to basically, I'm just going to put it in the map because it will put a pin where I live. And I love you guys, but I'm not telling you where I live. So it's screens. Let's have a look. Share screen. That's the one. Share. And there we go. Am I on this one? Leave it on that one for now. Okay. You were born in 1971. I was born in 1966. So, yeah. So, first, I'm just going to use my phone because I've only just thought of it in the last 5 minutes when I came out. I thought I'd do a not quite spooky special. Nice change for everyone. So, let's see. Haunted. I might go for the city of Adelaide. Yeah, that's a book. Haunted Adelaide. Haunted places in Adelaide. And spookiest spots in Adelaide. Adelaide is the capital of South Australia, so it's about a 2-hour flight away from here, I guess. I'm not quite sure. I always get that wrong. It's a beautiful city. I haven't seen it, but I've seen pictures of it, and yeah, it is. It's a beautiful city, and yeah. Under Hotel. Let's have a look. I don't want to view it in Amy's Crypt. If you like ghost searching things, Amy's Crypt is really cool. That site can't be reached. Oh, there we go. Martindale Hall. Okay. Wow, beautiful looking place. So I'm going to put that in Martindale Hall in Adelaide. It's supposed to be a haunted thing. So let's have a look. So we'll go to here and I'll put in Martindale Hall, Adelaide. Okay, here it is. So this is the place. It's gorgeous looking, isn't it? I don't know anything about the place itself. I'll just have a quick peek and about its history. Should not be made exclusive to the elite. Okay. Oh, it's got a maze. There's definitely some Bowman family, wealthy squatters present of the present live under conditions. Built the estate of Martindale about 2 miles south of Mintaro, which is 82 miles south of Adelaide. At the time, it cost £25,000. Heaven knows how much. When did he build it? Pleasant Place, young. It's quite old. When did he build it? Got a lot of stuff in it. When was it built? Five-star luxury resort and wellness retreat. 1880 it was built, so it's 140 years old. So what I'm going to do is no. One. Can you see me in the bottom? Or maybe this one. Yeah, that one. Okay, so we've got Martindale Hall. And what I'm going to do is click on it so it's got the pickies, and then we'll collapse it so you guys can see the hall. Can everyone see it? Yeah, so it's 125 years old. It was built by someone called Bowman. It's still very fancy. It's beautiful, isn't it? Haven't read Who is Supposed to Haunt It. I can just see somebody in a big hoop skirt, of the time, 1880s. One of those big skirts. Not the Civil War crinolines, but later running down. And that figure looks really creepy. I don't know who it is, but geez, they look creepy, don't they? Look creepy. It's just a woman there who had a photo taken, but geez, adds to the atmosphere. Um, Tail looking little kid, wrong one clothes. It's ooh, what have we got here? Looks like stables. Wow. Oh, let's have a look at this house. Hey, let's have a look at this stable barn, whatever it is. Is this outbuilding haunted? Who haunts it? Let's have a look. God, the highest truth and compassion, can you please help me find answers to the questions I pose with regard to some of these properties? Look, a page of cups. Well, it seems to make sense. A page of cups. Page of cups is boy, young boy, and I think it conveys emotions, very heavy and deep. Mm. Possibly, a stable boy or someone who worked on the land. But I get that feeling. Who else? Only three you guys watching. Oh, come on. But we will continue. Let's have a look. There's that little kid again. Smoke. The word smoke, like cigar smoke and all that. That would sort of make sense if this indeed it looks like it's pretty much a man cave of the day, billiard room. Maybe people do smell like cigar smoke or something. Oh. Someone's having a bit of fun there. Oh wow. Yeah. I think maybe sometimes people hear footsteps. People hear footsteps. Oh, pentacles, the four of pentacles, extremes. It goes from one extreme to another. It can be silent, like nothing for days and days, and then all of a sudden there's a burst of activity, footsteps, whispering, maybe. What else can you tell me? No shadows. I can't see shadow people. Whispering and footsteps, just a burst of activity, and then nothing. It goes from one extreme to another. Um, yeah, with the four of pentacles. Oh wow. Well, someone was a bit of an explorer, and I'll tell you what, late 1880s, late 1800s to like the 1920s to 30s, going to Egypt was very much a thing, and it's got quite a bit of a collection there, haven't they? Of Eastern and Oriental. Oh, they've got ivories. I would say they were real ivory. Of course, you have to have proof now that the ivory was before 1947. But look at this. Look, oh, definitely travelers here. Uh, sort of stuck on this chair in these books. Mm, I don't know. I'd have to have a look. But I feel like maybe sometimes someone sees a person sitting in that chair, like they're reading a book or something. They've been to Africa, all over the place. Wow. See the mannequin. Well, I hope it's a mannequin. Yeah, it's a dress stand with a dress on it. That was spooky, wasn't it? Seeing that woman. But I'll tell you what, that nightgown is totally out of place for that nightgown she's wearing. But in my lady's chamber. What is that? A crypt? No, it's not a crypt. It's just an explorer's room. Okay, Shelby, you've been looking things up. Has anyone investigated who the little kid is that wakes up in bed with the guests? Oh, let's have a look. Guides of the highest truth and compassion and universal spirit. Can you give me a clue as to who this child is? Five of Cups. Loss. Nothing left to give at all. There's not even an upright cup here. Well, I think it is somebody who's, well, a child who died, basically, because there's lots of what else can you tell me? King of Wands. Passionate, but looking for warmth. Is it? Do you know if it's male guests that this child climbs into bed with, or just anyone? Because I feel like he's looking for warmth. So the cards tell me. Oh, look at this. Very fancy. I could not get into that. Running water. Well, that would make sense. Hearing running water. A consortium wanted to make it into an exclusive 5-star hotel. I feel like walking here and across to there, walking here and across to there. You can see where the mouse moves here and across to there. Feel like someone's seen walking here and across to there. Who's seen walking? Child again. Possibly the same one who haunts the barn. Anyone else? Of Swords. I can't rest. Wow. That's interesting. Okay, so that's all the images. Hey J Cat Lady. Um, yeah, so what did you think about what I came up with? I just someone walking across the hallway. A lot of these places I say, oh, there's a lady or something like that. Well, that boy that I came up with for the outbuilding, he appeared again, the Page of Cups, when I said, who's walking across there? So they see a figure walking across there. Edward says hi. Hello, Edward. I have a mouthful of soft drink here. I don't have a cup with me this time, so I'm going to be unladylike. So, yeah, I thought I'd do a not quite Friday the 13th spooky special today, a bit of a change. And, yeah. Whew. So, has anyone else got somewhere that they'd like me to look at? I usually do normally open up, and what was this? Martindale or Martin? It was Martindale Hall in South Australia. So, have you got something? You're having a wild hand, as you know. So, has anyone else got somewhere they'd like me to check out? Vanderbilt House in Asheville, North Carolina. Okay, that's near where my niece lives. Vanderbilt House in Asheville, North Carolina. Let's have a look. Of course, Anderson Cooper's mother, Gloria. Biltmore. Wow, they certainly did build more, didn't they? Look at that. Oh my Lord, immediately I'm seeing shadow across here. What I think is a conservatory. Someone's seen walking through there, I guess. That's immediately I was drawn straight there and like a shadow. So does someone walk in the conservatory? Let's have a look. Absolutely. Absolutely. Someone walks in the conservatory. That's a big yes. And I'm not talking about what people, but definitely that's a big yes. Someone walking in the conservatory. Here it is. Oh my Lord, what a beautiful space. I'm definitely getting a tightness of breath here. Like maybe some people feel like they can't quite catch their breath when they're in there at times. Beautiful, isn't it? Now, I don't really know anything about these places, and I prefer to go in a bit cold. And you guys can tell me if you do a little bit of research and stuff if I can get things right. Sometimes it can be a bit, isn't that beautiful? It can be a bit, these things, they stir up your imagination and everything. How beautiful is this? So it can be all too easy So I go with my first impressions, and sometimes the sounds of people having dinner, very faint. Do people, when that room is empty, just sometimes those who work there, do they hear people having dinner? King of Swords. Well, that's a yes. It's also, swords can also be about communication. And these are very, very pinnacle. The king is the pinnacle. So very much sword industry, but also lawyers and kings of industry. Yeah, which I guess would make sense with the time and everything. With the King of Swords. Can you see that? Yep. Just got to make sure you guys can see it occasionally. So people talking. Here's another greenhouse. I'm trying to see if let's see if I can, I feel like there's something there, but it's not someone who flitters or anything. A little bit oppressive, like the other one, like the conservatory. But I don't know if there's anyone walking there. Wow, look at this. Look at this place. I mean, honestly, it's like they just picked up a whole castle from somewhere in Bavaria or Victorian. It's very Victorian with the spinnacles and the thing, and just picked it up and transplanted it there. It's wow. I heard a scream. I heard a scream. Who knows about it? Um, Biggest single dwelling house in America. I should think so. I heard a scream. So if anyone knows what that might be like heard in the distance, like somewhere on the grounds. Let's have a look.
To byłoby zdjęcie. A widzieliście to zdjęcie, jak sowa porwała komuś tego konia takiego na patyku i tak z nim wyciągnęła?
Beautiful. Whoa! Immediate chills down in what I presume is the cellar section. It's like, oh, cold, cold, cold. But then whether it's physically cold or oh, immediate chills. I'd be like, ugh. Odd. Oh, it's a bowling alley. Oh, it's a bowling alley, everyone. I was trying to figure out what the hell is that. Wow. Clattering of pins. I wonder if they hear the clattering of pins, bowling pins, and there's nobody in there. They go and check and nobody's in there. I wonder. Um, Somebody could look that up. Clattering of pins. Oh, you know, bowling pins. So I've got voices in the dining room. Shadow and shortness of breath in the conservatory. very oppressive in the greenhouse. Scream outside. Cellar, cold immediately. And pinned, knocked over. Bowling alley. I'm just writing them down. A smaller dining room. I think that's more the family dining room. I mean, it is just stunningly beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, I thought that was a piano. I was looking at this and I thought tinkling of music. But it didn't really hit what it was. It's a piano forte or something like that. Piano keys. Mm. I mean, I'd really want to go and see this place if I was staying up there. Oh my goodness. A pool. Oh my goodness. I would be scared shitless to swim in that. Honestly. Look at that. I mean, oh, an indoor pool. An indoor pool. They stay up. Who stays upstairs? Who stays upstairs? Um, Red Rose. That's our little girl haunts the pool area. Well, there's a similar thing on the Queen Mary as well. Yeah, no, a side pool, yeah, but not that thing. No, there's that scream again in my ear. Off to the left, off in this direction. I mean, it is stunning. It's gorgeous. It'd be worth a visit, wouldn't it? I have no idea how many images there are, so we're going to have to stop soon. Wouldn't surprise me if people have drowned in here. Never been found because honestly, it is just stunning. I mean, hey, if I keep going on, I'm not going to stop, and we're already at 20 house. Did this house once have slaves? I don't know about that house. I feel like it's a little bit late. Um, for the house, but I don't know how long the estate is there. Mm, yeah, just servants. Yeah, I felt it was a little bit late. I mean, don't get me wrong, geographically it's in the right area, but time-wise, no. Um, Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I mean, talk about um, humorous, hubris. That's the word. Talk about that. But I have been watching a wonderful YouTube channel, which the woman looks at famous families and companies and all that throughout history. And I've been watching some of the golden age ones, and the Consuela Vanderbilt and her mother Vera, and I mean, these people were. I haven't watched the series The Gilded Age. It's got Christine Baranski, and I love Christine Baranski, but not, you know, I just, it's not my sort of thing really. And I haven't ever watched Downtown Abbey either. Um, I have a movie called, what is it? Oh, got Maggie Smith and that in it. Stephen Fry plays the inspector. Anyway, set in the 1930s, and there's a murder, and yeah, something Park, I think it's called. Anyway, but I watched a lot of docos and stuff, and these people really, I mean, to break away from the oppression of a lot of those, I mean, it's just, oh, so hard. Good on Gloria. Um, yeah, it's just, mm, well, quite possibly they were very much covering up. I mean, scandals were not welcome. Um, there was that guy Marshall who was very helpful in, organizing parties and all that, and he thought he was in there, and then he wrote a book. I can't quite remember his name. Um, he was he always aspired to be, but he never was. He never had the money. But it's like he inherited $1,000 and spent all of it on one outfit, sort of to make his mark, and it made himself useful to people and in planning parties and all that. And he thought, okay, I'm going to write a book, and he did, and everyone, yeah, no, he was completely cut out. Okay, anywhere else? I think we've got time to do one more. Anyone got an idea? Children seem to crop up a lot, but when you think about the time, Victorian times, the 1880s, the early 20th century even, they were often casualties of things. I mean, and the Gilded Age people, I mean, until the mid 1880s, early 1890s, they could employ children to do a lot of work. And yeah, that was clamped down on. Um, of course, and yeah, but they barely made a blink to them. No, yeah. Okay, who else has somewhere they want me to look at? Victorian tiny houses, they're impressive. Where are they, Red Rose? Have you got a location? All over. Okay. Okay. No. Let's okay. Victorian era tiny houses. Oh, they're so cute. Wow. Craftsman style houses, Georgian architecture, Gothic. Terraced houses. Okay, so in the US, they were built differently to that thing is my husband's phone. He forgot it. Carson Mansion in Eureka, California. Jane B. Kane Residence, South Los Angeles, East Lake. Okay, eye execution of US Queen Anne style. The Carson Mansion located in Eureka, California. I feel like I got drawn to that one. So let's have a look. It's actually a lot earlier than Victorian. It's Queen Anne style, but of course it would have been built during the Victorian house. Eureka. Have a look. Yeah, it's called the Igomar Club. Wow, look at this. Have a look at that. Yeah, Winchester House. That's one that's been looked at a lot. Sarah Winchester built it. And yeah, she did believe she was being haunted by the ghost of people killed by her family's weapons. Let's have a look at this freakish beauty. I mean, honestly, it's called the Ingomar Club now. I just feel like it's just home of William Carson. It is creepy, but I don't feel like it's just like it was all built for show. Built for show. Like the person who built it was just empty. The only place I really felt anything was down this hallway. But it's like I get a feeling of loneliness and emptiness. Is this place haunted? Or is it residual? Someone's at peace now. So no, not really. Not certainly not the person who built it. I feel like a bit of sadness, a page of swords, disappointment with the page of swords. Just more of a feeling like given everything, there should be more to the story, but there isn't. Does that make sense? That's just really sad. I mean, that really is quite sad, isn't it? That to feel like people they don't feel like there's anything else there. Just a feeling of maybe sadness and disappointment. I mean, it's beautiful, freakish looking. But I don't know much more about it than that. Um, if I was there, lived there, and I was still inhabiting it afterwards, I'd be looking out at that a lot. I think people would see me there, but I don't know if okay, I got a chair moving. Um, so maybe things do happen. All those stained glass windows, it's like was the man a recluse? Pioneer lumberman, 1885 it was built. Okay, I sort of felt like it would have been built in the early 20th century, but no, it was built in 1885. Okay. I don't know why that house is there, but I mean, honestly, I wouldn't care to live in it myself. I really wouldn't. Yeah. Uh, the Pink Lady Mansion. Let's have a look at that. Look at that. I that is ah this town has um wow some real spectacular places, don't it? There's that yellow house again. That yellow house, that freaks me out. I wonder what it is. It just like it stands out so much. I just feel like people sort of walk on the other side of the road to avoid it. I don't know. What a beautiful place. Chandler tree. Okay. Let's have a look, see what else is in this town. I honestly. Wow, look at this place. Eagle House Inn. Caught my breath there. I I'm looking there, looking at people who are asleep. I think there's maybe a watcher in this room. Can somebody look up the Eagle House Inn in Eureka? It's in California. Um, and see what is this room haunted? Let's have a look. Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Yes, as a result of something. Oh, don't know what. Yeah, running steps down the corridor. That's what's going in my ear. Running steps down the corridor. So, wow. Lots of food. Oh, look at that. That's extravagant, isn't it? That's a Gilded Age thing. Honestly, that is just, yeah. I don't know. It's expensive. Yeah. Mm. Oh, you're looking at the food now. I got the kettle turns on by itself. That's what entered my head when I flicked past that picture. The kettle turns on by itself. Um, Spooky. Patsy Clines. Wonder if that cat had something special to do with the place. Very nice. Wow, interesting outside murals. I felt peeking through peeking through the banisters, perhaps a child. Ooh. Keys go missing. I got keys go missing. I wonder if there's something there. If anyone's watching this later, and I do appreciate everyone who watches it later, and you know something about these places, because I'm going in cold with these places, and I've hit on something correct, let me know. Something in the comments. James's phone is going off like crazy. Oh, wow. Peace and quiet. It's a very quiet room. I mean, what a stunning place. That cat freaks me out. It seems to be everywhere. I know it's probably just in that one room, but mm. I felt like the dip here, people feel like they're pushed down. Maybe this is the historic Eagle House Inn in Eureka, California. Um, what a very different place, isn't it? Oh, there's that yellow house again. That yellow house, what's it called? Oh, it just Carter House Inn. So that's the Carter House Inn. Oh, honestly, I don't even want to look at that. So if anyone can tell me something about the Carter House Inn. Hi, Annie. Yeah. Um anyway, my darlings, I'm going to pack. I hope you've enjoyed the not quite Friday the 13th spooky special. But I think I'm going to wrap it up for the day. Just a bit of fun, a bit of a change of pace for everyone. And I'll just remove that. So it's just me. Before I go, I'm just going to do a general reading, okay? Oh, he tried. He tried. He's an adventurous lad. He is. He's an adventurous lad, and he's not afraid to try things, which is a wonderful thing to, you know, which is wonderful. Mm. Where'd you go? Give us a thumbs up if it's all good. We'll have to have a chat, Annie. You've got a smiley face, so hopefully it's all well. So anyway, I'm going to do a general reading. What is the energy in the US for this coming week? Temperance. Some sort of balance. The star, new hope. This is good. This is good. Hermit. Oh my goodness. You know, this is something I don't get very often with the hermit. It's traitor, which is one of the things the hermit can be. I'm not sure whether that was outside or inside, but yeah. So it's very interesting. Balance coming back in, a new hope, traitor. The Empress, inspiration and new ideas and new creativity. Honestly, this coming week is a big one. There's some lovers. Feel like a break. Oh, 5 major arcana. There's some. Oh, great. That's fantastic, Annie. Congratulations. Congratulations. Everyone send congratulations to Annie, who's passed her placement and can graduate with her master's degree. So happy for you, my darling. So happy. But this isn't just for the US. There's some big things happening around balance returning, new hope, a trader being brought to light, maybe. There's nurturing, not cushioning, but nurturing. This is the American people. I often see the Empress as the American people. Their voices are going to be heard, and there's definitely um, um, something to do with this, a relationship. I might put a clarifier on that. What is the thing about the relationship? Somebody's got a whippersnipper out. So, what's this clarifier on their relationship card? The Knight of Cups. There's an offer. There's an offer on the table he might be forced to take. Wow, this is interesting. This can also be passing the torch. But I think, I'm not quite sure, but there's some big changes coming, going to result in an offer and change in the relationship and a new start. Wow. Hey, sweetheart. Wow, it definitely. It's going to be a really, really interesting week. Yeah. Wow, that was such whew, yeah. Is karma going to catch up with certain people this week? Conflict. trying to get away from it. Full circle. Happy families. But what you put out there comes back to you. It's the end of happy families. Let's have a look. One more card. 9 of Wands. Yeah, just almost there. Don't give up. Almost there. Don't give up. Okay, look, my darlings. I'm gonna the evil around him. Yeah. Hurt. Yeah. Quite possibly. But still, what happened to him there? Yeah. What happens just really is no way to solve an issue about a person. It's just, yeah. Denise Trudeau, it's lovely to see you, my darling. You came in right at the end. We did a little bit of ghost hunting today because I thought it would be nice to do a Not Quite Friday the 13th special. It's the 13th, but it's not quite Friday. It's Saturday. So that qualifies. It would be like if I did one yesterday, it would have been Friday, but it would have been the 12th. So yesterday would have qualified as well. But yeah. So we did a little bit of ghost hunting. Yeah. Hi, Steve. Yeah, you came in. Oh, yes, of course. Prayers and thoughts to his family and friends and all that. Yes. Cheeky cat sale. Mm. Mm. You want to give Mummy a kiss? No, you want to scratch. Okay. Yeah, that's right. He really did. He was advocating for those files to be released. So, yeah. Got a few more weeks before I take a break. Yeah. That's why I never wish anything like that on people. Never. And if they're sick, even if they're the most horrible people in the world, I still hope for them to get well. To or if they're nearing that, I still wish for them to be at peace. I never wish harm on anyone because justice finds a way. Just as life finds a way, justice finds a way. It is really, really interesting that reading I pulled. It was really interesting. If I remember right, it was Temperance, the Star, the Hermit, the Empress, and the Lovers. The Lovers were crossed with the Knight of Cups. Darlings, I'm going to head off now. Please, as usual, stay strong, stay healthy, stay loving, and above all, say it with me, stay laughing, laugh every day, and if you can, laugh with a stranger. I love you all so much. We'll talk to you again next week. Bye-bye.